It's match number 38 of the Dutch Bangladesh Premier League between Fortune Barishal and the Dhaka Capitals here at the 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 Bangla National Stadium. Fortune Barishal won the toss, and they are going to bowl first, not very surprisingly.
No, you do. You just want to go up front. But again, this batting lineup has talent to burn, and we've just shown you about 𝗃𝗃 and that 90 not out. 𝗃𝗃 lighting up 𝗃𝗏 not long ago as well. 𝗂𝗄𝗄, useful. 𝗃𝗵𝗵 with those eyes, he'll be cutting loose, and 𝗼𝗂𝗍. Most of that, they've got a real lot of talent there, true. And 𝗃𝗵𝗵 himself can smash it towards the end, and he needs to get going tonight.
Fortune Barishal have remained unchanged, and that is understandable. Don't want to change a winning combination. Very, very strong batting lineup with Tamim, 𝗃𝗍 if he gets going. Mahmudullah Riyad has been exceptional, and Mohammad Nabi always chips in, and they've got in Ibadat a bowler who is coming back into the fray. Fuller will be looking to get amongst the wickets. So all in all, a much stronger team on paper, Danny, but it's a funny old game. Right, the crowd really charged up. You can hear them, and there's a roar going around the ground here at the stadium here at the 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 Stadium, and the players are coming out to start the match, to start up proceedings upstairs in the comm box. It's Mazharuddin and Sir Curtly Ambrose.
Thank you, Shamim Chaudhary and Danny Morrison. Can you hear the buzz? I can hear it. Outstanding atmosphere. It's a chocker block. They're at the 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 National Stadium in Mirpur, and they're on their feet, anticipating for another engrossing game of T20 cricket here in Mirpur. Star-studded Fortune Barishal will take on Dhaka Capitals, and both the teams, there's still a lot to play for. Dhaka will play for the pride, while Fortune Barishal will be looking to seal that top spot for the qualifier one. Yes, Dhaka Capitals are out for the playoff contention, but they will play for the pride, as the head coach Khalid Mahmood Shujan mentioned earlier. We're hoping for a cracker of a contest, as I welcome Sir Curtly Ambrose. Hello, Sir Curtly.
Hello, Maza. It's an electrifying atmosphere. That man on screen, getting his players going. Tanzin Hassan, very young in his career, 11 innings. Good strike rate though. And his partner, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, 348 runs this season. Good strike rate as well. Can they get the team off to a flyer? Ibadat Hussain will start proceedings. I mean, I don't know if our viewers can hear the roar of the crowd. And we're up and running.
Good start, very good start from Ibadat. Yeah, you mentioned about the atmosphere. It's outstanding. It's a weekday, working day, but the crowd's coming in numbers, huge numbers. I hardly see any vacant space in the stadium. Outstanding. That is what the players play for. Tried to poke at that one. Tanzid Hassan is the leading run getter of this edition of BPL. Liton Das, on the other hand, also another among the top run getters of this tournament. Needs to be very careful. He's got a slip in place as well.
Fortune Barishal on top of the standings at the moment. Dhaka Capitals won't make the playoffs. And that's the first one, down to third man, and the roar of the crowd. So if you're hearing, you know who they're supporting.
Sigh of relief for 𝗃𝗃 getting off the mark. Yeah, can all hear it. Some fan following for 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 as well, the elegant batter. These two openers put up a 241-run opening stand. And I'm sure Dhaka Capitals will be looking play something like that today as well. They need that inspiration. Flags that away, using the pace of the bowler. And 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 also gets off the mark with a boundary.
Too short, too wide from 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃. And a player of 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃's class wasn't going to miss out. Played it deliberately up and over the infield as it raced away for 4. Of course, the Dhaka Capitals are the home team, so they've got the most support.
Good comeback. Length was better, line was even better. The previous one a bit wider. He's someone who's improved a lot. 𝗵𝗺𝗃 came after that surgery. Made a comeback to competitive cricket in the NCL T20. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, 125 not out, 73-70, 31-25. Has been in terrific touch. But the disappointing part has been, despite having 2 of the top run getters. This was even better. Poetry in motion by 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. A boundary to end the over, a classy one from this gorgeous batter. 9 coming from it. No changes for Barishal. Dhaka Capitals made 1 change. 𝗂𝗁𝗃 coming in. They will play for pride, Dhaka Capitals. And they have nothing to lose as well. Mohammad Nabi, the president, comes in. Best of 4 for 24. Loads of experience. He's got a slip in place for the left-hander 𝗃𝗃. Immediately came off the arm. Perhaps going down the leg side. Yep.
Last ball of the previous over. That was sheer class by 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Pure timing and placement. What a class player he is.
And he gets all the time in the world to play those shots. Sir 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃. Seems like he was sitting in a chair and just waiting for it to come and then played that one. Outstanding. Not many batters get enough time to play such shots. Clip goes off now to the backward point. The deep square leg in place and a long off for the left-hander. Teasing the batter with that flighted delivery. Wily old customer, Mohammad Nabi.
Experienced campaigner. Done a lot for cricket, and especially Afghanistan, his hometown. Good all-rounder.
It was a quicker one, going away from the right-hander. Bit of swing as well. How things changed over the years, certainly, when you used to play and now T20 cricket, the evolution of cricket. Now we have seen the spinners bowling those bouncers even. Now the pacers are giving more slower deliveries. Roll of the fingers, spinners, lots of variations. What is that one aspect that fascinates you in this shortest format? We'll talk about it in the next over. 13 without loss after 2. They make and break quite a few records. That game, match number 18 at the moment. They have a decent start, 13 without loss after 2. Eton played that glorious cover drive and that cut on the offside. The left-arm spinner, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, comes into the attack. He's got the knack of picking up wickets. And he picked that one right away. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, that trademark celebration. And flabbergasted, absolutely flabbergasted, Liton Das.
What a start for 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. That is exactly the start that he was hoping for, and he's got it. Liton Das giving himself a bit of room, trying to go a little bit too square on the offside. Missed it completely. And look at the celebration. Fingers pointed skywards and one to his lips, keep quiet. Liton Das is going for 10. Dhaka 13 for 1.
That's the type of start Fortune Barishal would have hoped for, especially the big wicket of Liton Das. Premeditated, trying to make some room, and it was a bit too fuller to play that shot, certainly.
Should have tried to play it through extra cover region. Just an error in judgment on Liton Das' part caused his demise. New batter, 𝗬𝗂 Hassan.
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 has worked on his grip recently with Humayun Kabir Shaheen, the spin coach of Fortune Barishal. He's a street smart cricketer, loves to bowl with the new ball, never easy for a spinner.
Especially when you're bowling within the power play. Then you allowed only 2 fielders out the circle. Never easy. Good delivery. A bit of spin as well. What an over he's having here. And an appeal, and the finger goes up. Celebration once more for 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. And he's going to go down, or he's gone upstairs.
Tarampatu director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. Both feet are checked, fair delivery. We can start with front on first, please. Ball appears to be missing the bat. Can I confirm that with ultra edge, please? Keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. Clear gap between bat and ball. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. No bat involved. Satisfied. You can go for the ball tracking when ready, please. Thank you.
Here it is.
Ball tracking coming up now. The original decision is out. Ball pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wickets hitting. Going back to 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃 on field. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃, you are going to stay with your out decision. You can signal now.
You have to think twice if you want to take review against Shorturl ibn Shahid Shoikat in the recent times, and the reason is evident. Riaz Hassan departs without troubling the scorers. Dhaka 13 for 2. 𝗃𝗵𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃, the new man in for Dhaka Capitals, and he is here because of some brilliant bowling by Tanveer.
Pitched in line, continues straight on, and no doubt in the umpire's mind he was like before. Well, what a start for Tanveer. Double wicket made after 3 overs. The Dhaka Capitals 13 for 2.
So the idea from the spinners will be to skid through. We have seen Tanveer Islam also not trying to turn the ball, rather bowling at the right channel and hope for the batters to do the mistake. Not afraid to toss that one up. Played that finer. Tanzid, fielder, does well. James Fuller in the deep.
Good work from Fuller. D-back was square. One of 2 fielders in the deep. The other one is at long off. Good work. Got one. Look how wet it is. Look at all the debris. It's very wet out there.
Eyeing that onside region pretty often now, Tanzid. Gandash, I'm sure he will be disappointed. He was in very good touch. And that cover drive was outstanding. 𝗂𝗍 needs to prove his worth in this edition of the BPL. That came off the arm.
I do like the way Nabi's bowling. He's varying in his pace. 96, then 78, then 83, then 81. So he's mixing up his pace. So the batters are not so sure what pace the ball is coming at.
How close was that? Dot ball to end the over. A good one from Nabi. Just 3 from it. Dhaka 16 for 2. And make sure they finish this tournament on a positive note. Things hasn't gone their way in this edition of BPL. Still, they can look for the positives. James Fuller comes in.
Let's have a look at the standings here, Bazaar. Rajshahi already finished their quarter. They're on 12 points. So they have to wait for the results of the other games. Khulna is right there. Chittagong is up there. So Rajshahi waiting on the kind of different results. If it doesn't go the way, they could be knocked out. Because Khulna can go to 12. Chittagong already have 12. So it's down to results going Rajshahi's way. Still a lot of cricket to play.
And this is what a tournament gets interesting, when you don't know who are the top 4 till the last moment. Down the leg side, offline. And good to see teams competing against each other, never giving up, especially a team like Khulna Tigers. They were hot and cold. Like 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, a lot has happened off the field, but still they managed to win a couple of matches. The last few matches, defended 116. And for Dhaka Capitals' point of view, after losing those 7 matches on trot, it's never easy for a team to come back after that, Sir 𝗏𝗧𝗏.
They were basically doomed after losing 7 on the trot. Too much was against them after that. Even if they went on to win the remaining 5 games, taking to 10 points, they would still have to wait on all kind of different decisions, and it was too much against them, so they were doomed.
It's on the trot defeat for Dhaka Capitals, confirmed by our stats guru. Yeah, but they do have some quality players in the side, the likes of Liton Das, Tanzit Tamim. We have seen Mustafizur Rahman, Sabbir Rahman, some quality players, Mosaddek Hossain Shoykot. So they have got those players, but somehow they just couldn't click.
Just couldn't get it together. And that was their downfall. Good delivery. Good over so far from Fuller. If you're just joining us, Fortune Barishal won the toss, electing to bowl the first. And so far they're doing a decent job. Well, more than decent, they're doing a good job of restricting the Capitals. This is turning out to be another poor power play, unless something magical happens in the next over.
Edged. There's a fielder at deep third. Ebadat Hossain will cut it off. Another very good over. Just 4 from it. Dhaka after 5 are 20 for 2.
But important for them that Tanzit Hossain Tamim, the leading run getter in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League, is still batting in the middle. The danger man. He's been very good with the ball. 𝗵𝗻 Ashraf in the attack, 5 for 7. He's already picked and is greeted straight into the hands. Would you believe? You talk about very good with the ball, and immediately the very first delivery, what has he done? Hit it straight into the hands. Good evening, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 Mobayab.
Good evening, Athar Ali Khan, and that reaction shows you the disappointment in the Dhaka Capitals dugout. 𝗵𝗻 Ashraf, it's not a good ball, Athar Ali Khan, really. Could have hit that anywhere he wanted, leg side. And he picks up the lone fielder on that leg side boundary. So Tanzit Hossain, the man who has been outstanding so far, goes for 7. 20 for 3 Dhaka.
The Sabbir Rahman is the new batter. And when he's played that shot, you spot on, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, it looked like that he's nailed it. But then you see, all of a sudden you see the fielder getting in a position to and waiting for the catch. And it went straight on to him. What a start for 𝗵𝗻 Ashraf. Picks up the leading run scorer in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. And look at that movement. That'll be a wide. There's definitely some shape there. Because it was short. Should have been put in the stands. Look how short this is. And that's one of his favorite shots. Don't worry about that. It just got the inside part of the bat.
That's what I was going to mention. As the ball made contact with the bat face just closed, that's it. Otherwise, it could have sailed over his head. Shot is the right option. Fortunately, the execution not so good.
and gone past 200 wickets in his T20 career. '18 wickets in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. That's why the team has done so well, Tino. Runs from Tamim Iqbal, Malan, and then you have someone like Fahim Ashraf, who can add a lot of flavor in the bowling department. Been the wicket taker. Again, a wide down the leg side.
Now the crowds have been brilliant, haven't they? And we've had a sea of red every single time Fortune Barishal's played. And what great form they've been in the last few matches. 5 wins on the trot. And a win today will guarantee that they play the first qualifier.
They'll join the Rangpur Riders. And remember, between those two teams, twice Fortune Barishal lost to the same team, Rangpur Riders. Interesting. Mahmudullah has been in good nick. He's also taken some lovely catches. Well, he's got what he wished for. Again, a hint of movement there. If you have the ball doing that much, then yes, a slip in place, but he has to get it closer onto the stumps and then take it away to the offside.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ali Khan. He probably just hasn't quite got his radar where he wants it. Just got to get that ball angling slightly more into the off stump so you can draw Shabir into the shot. And I hope he's looking to do that, because he's got 2 slips in now, not just the one.
I think it's a good move because there is enough hint of movement. He's got to get it right. He moves across and plays it nicely, gets inside the line of the ball. That's really nicely played. Oh, look at that effort in the field. Lightning fast, 𝗿𝗏𝗽.
He took the words out of my mouth, Ali Khan. He was express round that backward square boundary. And not just express, look at the effort in the field. Brilliant.
100% commitment. Oh, how about this shot? Knows there was a movement, and he went a little bit leg side, but once he goes inside the line of the ball, he was in business. But what a stop. Magnificent. Oh, that's the one he was waiting for, but it's gone over the slip fielder and it's gone through. 𝗵𝗏𝗧 Hussain could not stop that one. Really good stop a little while earlier, not this one. 8 in that over after 6, 28 for 3. Yeah, 8 runs, I beg your pardon, 8 runs in the previous over, but they lost that wicket of Tanzeel Hassan Tamim, the informed Tanzeel Hassan Tamim. And they've just scrolled to 28 for 3 in the power play, which is the lowest power play total in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. 𝗵𝗏𝗧 Hussain will continue for Dhaka. Again, some good movement off the surface. It looks that he's regaining his form, and he looks to be very fit too, 𝗵𝗏𝗧 Hussain.
That outside edge induced by Fahim Ashraf. Ran away to third man for 4. He's holding his head because there was naughty from 𝗵𝗏𝗧 Hussain. Dived over the ball.
Extra bounce. There's also been enough those tennis ball bounce that you have seen. There's the indication from the batter also, 𝗂𝗍𝗏. So it's not easy batting in these conditions.
No, it's not, and we saw it from the afternoon as well. Just a little bit of extra bounce on occasion. What's good about the surface is it's not very two-paced, so you don't have anything that's going along the ground or keeping low.
There'll be a boundary. But a lot of kids are in the house too.
Yeah, and they quite enjoyed that. Lots of movement for Ibadat Hussain. That one signaled as leg buys.
And that's the part of highlights. He started well, 𝗬𝗠𝗂𝗧. He's knocked over, but then Islam in the very first over. Not only that, he also got the backup for Riaz Hassan, who was the plum LBW. That was a double wicket maiden. That one straight into the hands. Back live. Yeah, 14 deliveries for Tanzania for 7 runs because they cramped him for room. Back at the length on the shorter side. Also, just look at those cluster there. That one a little bit short. Yeah, just have a look. Really could not move because it was cramped up. Literally, apart from 1 or 2, everything on the body. Again. And now that can be hurt. That can really hurt that hand of Sabir Hussain.
He's negotiated it well in the end. And that certainly will be very painful. Don't expect the ball to bounce that high and that steep from that length. That's why it's gone past the splice. It's gone onto that bottom hand.
Yeah, he's played it nicely. You mentioned that a little while earlier, getting a little bit of a massage. Because that could have easily nicked off the gloves to the keeper, or maybe a slip fielder. But he played it nicely, really nicely.
Yeah, how many times do you see that ball hit the splice and go straight up to backward point or gully or slip?
Nicely, just a little bit sloppy there. Allows the batter to pick up a single. After 7, Dhaka 34 for 3. Six losses on the trot for them. That's where it all got wrong, right from the word go. They won 3 matches. Maybe striking him out at the off time. Oh, it's given him. And straight away, he's taking the review.
The umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. Both feet are checked. Fair delivery. Front on to start with, please. Ball has clearly missed the bat first. I'm going for the ball tracking when ready, please.
Sorry, ultra edge, yeah?
Yeah, you can show me the ultra edge. Keep it rolling through. Yeah, satisfied, no bat involved. You can go for the ball tracking now.
Here it comes.
The original decision is out. Ball pitching in line, impact umpire's call, wickets missing. Going back to Lito on field. Lito, you are going to change your decision from out to not out. Your own skin, you can signal now.
Yeah, it was the arm ball and it was the swing that made that one go past the off stump.
Yeah, he did not have any hesitation whatsoever. Sabir Rahman, the moment he was given out, he said, "Oh, I'm taking the review," and the right call. He went for the big one. I might just find the fielder. And he does. It's none other than 𝗁𝗃. That is a very good catch. Never easy if the ball goes so high in the air.
You have no idea how good a catch this is. It's come back down with moon dust. It's gone so high from Sabir Rahman. So difficult to steady yourself under this, and you could see he was still moving a little bit. 𝗁𝗃, but he completes the catch, and a very good one. Sabir Rahman gone for 7. Dhaka in deep trouble, 34 for 4.
No, Dhaka Capitals, that's not a great start. That's the last wicket. This is a very good catch, never easy. It was a skyer. Look how far it has gone in the air. It takes a long time to come down. Very well judged catch from 𝗁𝗃. You've already seen him stopping earlier on, diving and stopping a boundary. This time he takes a very well judged catch. I'll be wide. So the 𝗂𝗃 is the new batter. Where do the runs come for Dhaka Capitals? 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗃 there, get to bat. Already smashed 100. This is not a surface where you can back yourself up to play big shots. You've got to be spot on in terms of shot selection. If you don't, then you're in trouble, and that's exactly what has happened.
Yeah, it's a case of having to repair the innings from the start again for Dhaka. Nabi is not going to make it any easier for them. Terrible shot from Sabir Rahman, especially after surviving the LBW shout before.
And because of the fact that if you look at the surface, how the pitch has behaved, he was never on for that shot. Just wanted to get out of a jail kind of a shot. Wanted to hit it out of the ground and knew that he was in trouble. But good from Fortune Barishal. And you got to give them the credit to keep it tight and dry up the runs. That's how you build on the pressure. Oh, nearly inside head, nearly onto the stumps. Just the 2 runs and a wicket. Dhaka 36 for 4. I just run out of 4.5 runs in over. It's not going to help Dhaka Capitals. The problem is that now, since you've lost those top 4, out of the top 5, you've lost out of the top 6, I should be saying. The problem is when you now, what does both the batter do? Because they cannot afford to lose another wicket. If they do, it's so difficult to post a total of note. And they need to pick up boundaries, 13 deliveries since the last boundaries. And if you do that, if it comes off good, it's fine. If it doesn't, then you're in trouble, asking for trouble. So where do they go from here on, and how?
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult, as you say, Atar Khan. They've got to look at least, if they're not getting those boundaries, to rotate the strike and try and build a partnership again. See that last delivery, 92 k's an hour. If I'm a spin bowler in this situation, I'm taking pace off the ball. I'm saying, come after me. If you dare, you're 4 down.
This second over, the first one was a double wicket maiden, and after that he's bowled 3 deliveries and he's conceded 1 run. So he's only given away a single run. And you can see Fortune Barishal bowling first. 7 matches they've done that, and all 7 times they've gone on to win. 7 out of 7 wins bowling first in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League.
And 5 of those on the bounce previous to tonight's match. Well, Baldy's seen him. And in the end, 𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗧's done well to get bat on ball.
Thank you very much. Clever. Oh, if looks could kill. Oh yes, having a really great time with the ball.
So smart, and he almost undid 𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗧 the previous delivery when he ran down a bit too early and he pushed it wide. He's done a very similar thing here and taken a bit of pace off the ball to Mossadegh Hossain. He finds himself in no man's land. Simple dismissal, knocking the bails off for Mushfiqur Rahim, and Mossadegh Hossain goes for 2. It's 38 for 5.
A bit quicker. Back live. It is getting difficult, isn't it? But in comes Thisara Perera.
Yeah, nowhere near. And as you say, it's the fact that he came out of the crease so early. It allowed the bowler to see him coming. And then he tried to get his back to the ball, but the bowler bowled it so wide, it also gripped and turned a bit. He had no chance, and they enjoyed that, Mushfiqur Rahim. How well has he bowled? 3 for 2 in 2. This is Pereira.
Played it nicely, didn't it? But he finds the fielder. Nicely struck. Got 100 in this edition. 103. Keep picking up the fielders here. 21 deliveries since the last boundary. Matched this 103, unbeaten 103 in 60 balls. This is Khulna Tigers. Thank you, Sudarshan. That's cool. Yeah, 40 for 5. Something has to give here. Well disguised, well bowled from Ibadat Hussain.
All 3 innings. This stage today, not very encouraging for the batting side. This one the least, of course, of the 3. What a beautiful view of Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium here in Mirpur. definitely be a lot of pressure on this man's shoulders, a lot going on in his mind.
I mean, have a look at the number of deliveries that he has faced. 16 deliveries, and he scored only 4. Not only him under pressure, also team under pressure. Cannot afford to get out now. Too many dots. Dealing in singles. He picks up a single to retain the strike. After 10, 41 for 5.
Very good set, very good set.
Dhaka have just managed to meander along to 41 for 5 after 10. 10 to go. Never know where they're going to end up. They have looked very, very susceptible. And there goes another one. They're making it look so very easy, and they're falling apart. Really surprised by the attitude of the Dhaka batters. This was the easiest of the lot.
Yeah, Shamim, I'm not. It's been woeful, I've got to say. Really is poor cricket from the Dhaka Capitals. Look, they're down. We know they're out. They can only play spoilers. Let's see, that is very ordinary to eat up 18 deliveries and only get 5. And they're really well and truly in the mire here at Dhaka. 41 for 6.
Well, the pensive Dhaka crowd, they know that they came to support the team, the local boys. Has been a very dismal performance by the Dhaka Capitals. Only thing that energizes them, the crowd, seeing themselves on the big screen. Najmul Islam Oppu comes in. More adept with the ball than the bat. What about the attitude of the batters? It could say the manner in which he got out was uncalled for. He's dancing down the wicket. Enough time for Nabi to bowl it away from him, and all the time in the world for Mushit to make a stumping. Oh, now that seems to have holding its line. Big appeal, and up goes the finger. After a little bit of thought, the umpire says you're out. Are they going to take a review here?
Oh, they might as well, because they're not going to. No. Well, you mentioned the attitude. Don't think they've got any reviews left anyway, Shammers. But it really is just about the body language. It's almost like they just don't really want to be here. Floated, skids on, and yeah, back leg crashing into about middle. Missing leg and missing off and hitting the top of middle. Thank you, Nazmul. See you later, Chief. Gone for a duck. 41 for 7.
The Dhaka Capitals are imploding. Nothing, no excuses. They've just played rash shots. They've not really committed themselves to any kind of proper defensive mode, and they're just throwing it away. Ronsford beaten 40 runs in his T20 career. And
sliding in at Rangel, yeah, he just always brings pretty much the stumps into play, saying it's hitting the leg. Thought about a bit of the height, but no reviews. See you later.
The lowest total in BPL history is 44 by Khulna Titans versus Rangpur Riders at Mirpur in 2016. They're challenging it.
Quiz question. Who was the coach of Khulna? I recall that because I was here in 2016. Name him, Shammers. Jaldi.
Can't remember, I'm sure. I love it when you just know the answer, then you ask the question. Ever. That's down the leg side. A wide, an extra ball to be bowled. Look at, if you see that wicket, not wide. A lot of W's in. And a dot ball. Double wicket and a single run in the 11th over. 42 for 7.
Yeah, enjoyed it and catching up with him and seeing him for breakfast most mornings.
𝗃𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗃 has only one thing to do now, is keep on hitting them, because he's losing partners so regularly. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗀 was involved in various capacities in the age group and A teams, and been involved with Bangladesh cricket in the international circuit as well as franchises.
It was always a pleasure to catch up with Stewie on the circuit. But Stewie's not here tonight. But he was in the Caribbean for a little bit as well.
That's a good-looking shot. It's going to get him 4 runs. Something for the Dhaka crowd to cheer about.
For that, they go past another boundary. Just relax. Very excited here. Can they bring up 50? But Mr. Fuller, I think you need to be a bit fuller. James, come on. Yeah, hit the stumps. Get it up there. Some little LBs. He's got Ronsford beaten. No, James. Fuller.
Can't blame the fielder for that. That was a rank bad delivery, and got the treatment it deserved. Got a gully in, sort of wide-ish gully. Slip, wide slip and a gully. Backward point, and the third man is, he's very fine at the boundary. Once again, similar kind of length. Problem with Beaton was he was backing away. This time around, could not put bat to ball.
Is Phil Simmons here? Not on shot, but I think Phil Simmons, national coach of Bangladesh men's team.
Qazi Ashraf Hussain Lipu right in front of the chief selector, and Najmul Abidin Fahim, who's the board director. Now, lucky to say the least, got the toe in as he threw the bat at it. 𝗵𝗺cie tried his best to go and reach that, but could not.
Now this edge does bring up the 50. Flaying blade, and 𝗵𝗺cie, come on. You paid to catch the ball.
Come on, Danny. That was tough. Such an agile keeper.
Well, he's a bit like you and I. We're last in line with the hand and the legs out. Get up there, 𝗵𝗺cie. Get a step ladder or something. He says, no, I can't.
You're really a pagal. Fuller also sort of eases off as he comes into the run. Somehow he doesn't seem to be sure of his stepping. At point of delivery, that's the last thing you want to do. You want to have that rhythm coming in.
These wise gentlemen here in the Members area.
Iftikhar Rahman Mitu right there in front. Akram Khan, former captain, board director in the middle. Not getting to time the balls at all. They're just surviving in the middle. 12 overs done, 52 for 7. Beaten on strike. Do they plan to pay out the 20 overs? Do they go out with a bang, take the attack back? Not interested.
Now, knowing Fahim Ashraf as I do, in terms of those changes of pace, but also sometimes a little bit of width on the crease. Look, I've just been updated, of course. It's the VIP area, not just the members. It's the director's box, and wise men in there, board members. Gentlemen, good evening. Good evening to Fahim as well. He's already taken a wicket, and in terms of that one, he nips back to right-handers. He's just got that beautiful, fullish length and get it to try and go through the gate of Ronsford Beaton and knock his poles over.
Oh, deviating down the leg side, and understandably, 𝗵𝗺cie extends his arms. Just going through the motions, both the teams, I feel here. The game just meandering along, waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, which is a little frustrating, of course, because it's scripted with a full house in. Got the Capitals playing and the fans here from her home franchise here, hoping to see some fireworks and maybe going out with a bit of a bang, the DCs. Sadly and frustratingly, hasn't transpired. Captain's on strike now. Just wonder whether he'll bring out the one wood and club it over the fence a few times. Got pace on the ball. He likes that. This sort of pace is what Pereira likes. Beaton's on to double figures, which in this innings, 𝗁𝗏, is no mean feat.
Absolutely right. 10 of 10. 𝗂𝗏 not one to hang back. He likes to really clout the ball about. Being forced to play as sort of a role which is not very comfortable with, as we see a change in the field. Fine leg comes in from the boundary within the 30. Deep mid wicket goes out to the boundary. There's also a deep backward square. Oh, now just past leading edge. Not in control at all.
Cameras, you're willing that on, weren't you? Out of your seat. Very excited. Revving it.
The way they've been going today, I mean, that kind of shot normally would go to a fielder. Very, scrambled seam and also closing the face. The ball just did not arrive.
Mentioned at the beginning of the day with you too, 𝗁𝗏. 𝗂𝗵𝗍𝐴 in terms of the surfaces. This is the fresh one, number 5. We're going to be playing this, and number 8, it would appear, for the playoffs. So they've got to play on it. Got to get it to bed down a little bit, as it were. And as we say here in the game, pitches do need to be sort of, it's almost like broken in. This is a new one, as mentioned, and so was pitch number 8 the other night. So they have to have some play on them. So let's just hopefully get it just to settle a bit. Playoffs that are just around the corner next week.
You're absolutely right, and you need to just also get a bit of sun on them over the next few days. Be hazy. Bowling! A wild hoik across the line. The bowler just made sure it was in line, and he was castled.
I think he heard us, 𝗁𝗏. Fahim, that is. Let's get it a little bit fuller so it would go into the stumps here. Just a subtle change of pace. It's been up around that sort of 129, 123, brought about then 128. This was 131. Sometimes that scrambled seam, just to grip a fraction. The end of 𝗁𝗏 beaten though. Got 10 from 12. 5-5 for 8.
Well, Dhaka Capitals falling apart like a house of cards. Unfortunately, no resistance. Look at this one. He just was closing the face. Wild hoik across the line. Pay for that. And look at the bail, the Zinger bail, lighting up.
Perfect length in a way, isn't it? Just taking it. So we talk about the top of off. Really, it's the top of the bail. That's all it needed. The off bail. Lighting up in the night sky.
The only thing that's lit up the Dhaka Capitals, unfortunately, is the wrong equipment, not the bat.
𝗁𝗏's mean, aren't you?
Oh, just right behind the line. Overdone, 55 for 8. Oh, now where's that going? It's going over. What about that? He was shaping to play it over mid-wicket, ends up over third man. That's really lucky.
Wow, cruel old game at times for the quick man into the service, 𝗂𝗏. And a hoik it to that onside, and very healthy, thick edge. Again, underlying one of those small pockets here in that corner. Boundaries board in quite a way. A bit of luck for the skipper.
Backs away, tries to ramp it away, and just over the top. That extra bit of bounce, which I've noticed right through the day on this track.
Like we've all been saying, 𝗁𝗏, I applaud that. It's great. You want pace and carry for the development of the game in this country. The fizz out there, but and he'll like it too. And I think also for the spinners, they'll always tell you bounce is dangerous, whether you're fast, pacey, or a spin bowler, using your flight and guile. Talked to Nathan Lyon about that a lot. Not a huge turn of the ball if it's a flat one, but because of his drift and his bounce, he's so dangerous. It's not bad, is it? See that come back in nice, just tuck him up. Still just another run, and guess what? The skip's gone to double figures.
That's no mean achievement under the circumstances. 52 dots in this innings. That tells you the story. So much accuracy in terms of bowling and in terms of batting, really a lot to be desired. Have not been able to find the gaps in the field. Rotation of the strike almost non-existent, and only the lone six 𝗵𝗺𝗲𝗂𝗃 on strike. Had to hurry on that one. He opens his account. Not in the most convincing fashion, but it'll do for the time being.
Yeah, and interesting there, 𝗬𝗏𝗽, that stayed over the wicket. And I know it's just Fizz has just got out there, Mr. Fizir. But yeah, I mean, I thought he might have come around there, just change the angle, and also it's the tail now exposed. Try and have a look at those stumps and rip them out. He's coming around now because the two left-handers are out there, so he's thinking of closing down angles here against the more fashioned Pereira.
Pereira, one hand off. That's becoming a bit of a habit. There's a second time that he's played that very awkward looking shot. Not in control, hoping for the best. Thankfully, it hasn't gone to hand.
Well, I'm just thinking here for 𝗬𝗏𝗽. I wonder if he's going to stay round. It might not. Just thinking about perhaps bringing in the 𝗬𝗏𝗃. You've got a bit of chance with the 𝗬𝗏 against the tail, obviously. Staying over the wicket. I just thought maybe does he stay round? What's he going to do here? Because I'd love him to shut down that. I think he is going to stay round, get a slip in, and just angle it back in and maybe destroy the stump somewhat.
Well, would love a wicket. The bowlers have done so well. He hasn't got a wicket. This is the last ball of his quota. Oh, that's ramped away, and it's going to, oops, go on the second bounce in the deep there. Skipper fumbles but retrieves, and that is completion of 14th over, 65 for 8. None of the batters have really been able to put up the hand. It's a wild swing, nowhere near the line of the ball.
Well, he's up against the fizz as James Fuller, and he's got to get this right. Bring it back. 3 things sticking in the ground. Destroy those. That's the idea with Mr. Fizir in at number 10. Needs a wicket here. Be handy for James Fuller. Moving forward into the playoffs.
Oh, I think he's got a bit of a touch. I thought I heard something. Ah, yes, indeed, he's got the wicket. Swung from the hips, did Mr. 𝗵𝗺𝗲𝗃, feathered it, and an easy take behind by Mushfiqur Rahim.
9th nail in the coffin here. Courtesy of James Fuller, who bowled it a bit fuller. But a nice little tickle here, the fizz. Yeah. Gives it a little salute and looks back at the ump. Make sure with a polite inquiry. Mushfiqur does the rest. It's the end of the fizz for just a brace. 65 for 9.
Well, as they say, it's all over bar the shouting. There's the situation at the moment. This is the wicket. That's the edge. Just a feather. Enough spike on it. There's the sound straight away. And no one's going to drop that. Mushy appeals, knows. Fuller knows he's got his man at last. Been a dismal batting performance by the Dhaka Capitals. Very, very disappointing. The manner in which they've collapsed here. In front of a crowd who are supporting them, hoping that they'll put up some kind of a show. It just has not happened.
Mehdi Hassan Rana. Last man in. A sea of Capitals fans. Pretty much a full house here. Wouldn't be many seats spare. Yep, says it all. Can't believe it.
Oh, now. Gosh, that one, that is bold. That is something that the crowd can be happy about at last. Yeah, man, go.
Fuller's blinking as if he's been slapped in the face with a wet mullet. Look at it. Number 11's done this to you, Jimmy. Come on.
No, he's hanging about. Don't want to die wandering. Go for it. I like his attitude, Rana. And he comes and plays a conservative shot.
What a mess. Capitals. 69 for 9. And Mehdi, not used to having a bit of a dart with the bat. That's right. Bring it on, she says. Mehdi.
Good balls, and he comes round behind that very nicely. Survives the over. After 15, it's 69 for 9.
Faces says it all. Edged. Just gone past 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 going hard at it. Once again, just over the head of 𝗵𝗺𝗃, the diving 𝗵𝗺𝗃. Hello, Sir Kirtley.
Hello, Maza. He's really thrown his butt after everything. Thisara, and why not? Just eluding the high-flying wicketkeeper. But just wasn't tall enough. Not accepting the single. Looking to take as much as a strike as possible. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 doesn't really trust his partner. Nairana. The home team, Dhaka Capitals, are really in dire straits. 73 for 9, in danger of being bowled out well inside his 20 overs. Not looking good for them. In the air. Will this be the final wicket? Easily caught by the wicketkeeper. And Ashraf strikes again, his 3rd wicket.
And that's the lowest total of this edition of BPL. 73 bundle out Dhaka Capitals. And Fahim Ashraf picked up his 3rd wicket as the skipper of Dhaka Capitals, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, is the last man to be dismissed. 15 of 11, but it has been a clinical performance from Fortune Barishal with the ball. And that's the final wicket of 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. It was hanging in the air for a long, long time. Safe pair of hands with the gloves on. Mushfiqur Rahim says, it's mine. Outstanding display. This must be a happy group. Fortune Barishal, why not? They've been brilliant in the field, outstanding with the ball. And the bowlers doing the job for the captain. What else does a captain need from their players?
Certainly was a clinical performance. A bowling performance by Fortune Barishal. Look at that scorecard. Nothing to write home about. Couple of guys getting the double figures, but nothing whatsoever. And they were bundled out for 73 in 15.3 overs.
And they can't blame the surface. Their fault with the ball. Nabi, Tanveer and Ashraf picked up 3 wickets each. to wrap things up so quickly. 73 all out, would you believe it? 27 balls to spare. Yeah, this one's the lowest total of this edition of BPL. 73 𝗿𝗺𝗃𝗃 were restricted to 80 by Chittagong Kings. And I'm sure Dhaka Capitals will be surely very, very disappointed after their performance with the bat.
And that was much earlier in the day. Play taken to the field. 𝗵𝗏𝗃 was first to go. And they never recovered. They kept losing wicket. That was the second wicket in the same over. They just kept losing wickets at regular intervals. There was never any momentum at all during the batting display. Some good catches as well. Some brilliant bowling. And look at that. It just got from bad to worse for the Dhaka Capitals. They had no answer for the 𝗵𝗁-𝗂𝗽𝗃𝗍 bowlers. And it was a massacre, really. No answer whatsoever. Kept losing wickets, and then that was a final straw that broke the camel's back. All out for 73.
So the target for 𝗵𝗁-𝗂𝗽𝗃𝗍 is 74. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a short break.
Thanks to that wonderful display of bowling from 𝗵𝗁-𝗂𝗽𝗃𝗍, they've restricted Dhaka Capitals for a mere 73 in 15.3 overs, the lowest total by any team in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. 73 is what they got. Looks like so very difficult. 15 was the highest score from Thisara Perera. But have a look at that. This is impressive. 3 for 9 from Mohammad Nabi. It all started in that very first over from Tanveer Islam. I think he was the one who really dented the home by picking up a double wicket maiden in his very first over, and then he came back and picked up another one. What about Fahim Ashraf? 3 for 15. 74 is the target. 𝗵𝗁-𝗂𝗽𝗃𝗍 has gotten a golden opportunity here, thanks to that wonderful bowling effort, to go and sit at the top two. Right, left and right hand combination. Impressive bowling display, Danny Morrison.
Certainly was, Utter. Wondered about how things would pan out, and the toss went the way of Barishal, and no surprises, wanted to field first and bundle out the Dhaka Capitals for 73 in just 15.5 overs, which is a bit of a shame considering where we are and the crowd that has come in. Pretty much a full house. Now, let's see if Barishal can cut a swathe with the skipper out in the centre with all of his experience and flamboyance. He's in a good bit of touch too. His form's all right. So let's see how they go about this. Utter inside the power play.
𝗿𝗺𝗽 also has been in good nick. He's sensational in the field tonight. Took a brilliant catch. Biz. 9 wickets in 11 matches. He'll be very, very disappointed. His team go on to score only 73. 174 runs for 𝗿𝗺𝗽. Tamim has got 309. There we go. Oh, classical looking cover drive straight to the fielder.
Yeah, no run, but still it'll feel good for Tamim. feet and head position going into the ball and just stroking it. Try and overhit it. Just wanted to feel a bit of bat on ball. Nice. So the 𝗏𝗏, well, we know how remarkable he can be. Rahman. Has he got one of those magical spells in him?
Yeah, squares him up. It's a lovely delivery. Yeah, it is about the feel-good factor, isn't it? As a bowler, as a batter. As a batter, obviously you want to start well and start middling the ball. You want to, even if you don't score, if you hit it in the middle part of the bat, you start to grow in confidence.
And with Yatta, and the timing, so crucial with top order and the batters against the new ball, against the quick men in particular. Now it'll be interesting who opens up here with the 𝗏𝗏, whether it's a bit of spin. Ronsford beaten, take the new ball. Have a little bit of spin early. Skipper, 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗃, just having a wee chat. His main charge. You happy with that slip-in? Do you want to, think of another one? Or? Well, you may as well be ultra attacky. Simply have to get people out early inside the first 3 or 4 overs.
Yeah, I don't mind a second slip in place because you have nothing to lose here. Because you've only managed to score 73. And obviously, don't want to be really too harsh on them, but they have not been able to qualify. So you're thinking about finishing off nicely. So you're thinking a little bit positive, proactive, and get fielders in the catching position. Whether it goes to them or not, doesn't matter. It shows that you're eager, you're looking to create opportunities. Again, good-looking stroke for a single. He's been an excellent touch here. Tamim Iqbal Khan did mention at the toss that we're looking forward to go and win it and qualify for the top 2. And they will do that if they go on to win this one. Highly unlikely that they won't, because they give them the cushion of even if, because one team has to lose, they will join 𝗃𝗃 Riders, and so they'll be playing against each other the first playoffs. 𝗃𝗃 Riders and Fortune Barishal. Oh, take that, says 𝗃𝗃.
Thank you very much. And those in red are up out of their seats. 𝗏𝗏 with a cross seamer. It's going across the outside edge of 𝗏𝗏. But he says, 𝗏𝗏, going to have a chunky here, Chief. Look at that back lift. Nice and high. High to low. And you've got to go.
Yeah, I like this no fear attitude, especially the ones that went on to win the Under-19 World Cup. He was one of the members for Bangladesh. They have this confidence level when they come on to bat or bowl. 10 for none.
There was quite a bit of dew around. Ball just did enough and pace in it. Well, the fans have still come in numbers and loved it. And of course, one of their favourite sons, with number 28 on his back, skipper of Barishal. Mr. Runner. Here we go. Let's have a lefty. Oh, no. Can't be in there, son. Otherwise, that's what happens. You'll disappear for the maxi.
Such a strong player off his legs. 𝗃𝗃. He's already smashed the 6 before this one. It's a nothing delivery. It's helping on his way kind of delivery. He helped himself with the 6. Yeah, just put it away. Poor start from 𝗵𝗏 Rana. Yeah, we were talking about in the previous, so we're talking about the qualifiers. And just correction, because Sudarshan, our stats guru, have just handed me information. If Barishal wins, then they will face either Rangpur Riders or Chittagong Kings in the qualifier 1. It can change. It will depend who's going to win, Rangpur or Chittagong in the last match. Thank you, Sudarshan. I just got cramped up with some room here because he was eyeing to play a really big shot. And maybe kept the shade low.
Sounded really woody. Just thigh pad, is it? Banged in from 𝗏𝗏. Oh, yeah, the back thigh pad. Through the stroke, in fact. Just off the... Wow. Yeah. Kept a little bit lower than Riddle would have liked. And there's 𝗏𝗏 Riyadh, but Milan on the left. What did you think of 𝗏𝗏's bat?
Very light, 2.8.
You were fiddling with it before the game.
I was not fiddling with it. I was just made me just try the bat. Just wanted to find out the weight on the bat, and I asked him that it's pretty light. I mean, that's the kind of a weight that I would be using the bat during my playing days. So I had to ask him, so why do you play with lighter bat? Because nowadays you have those thick bats and heavy at the bottom for those big shots. I said it allows me to cut and pull, getting on top of the ball quickly, because the bat comes down and you score the wicket on either side. And if I can do that, then I'm forcing the bowler to bowl fuller. That's when I start to get into business of, not only rotation of strike, but then I know exactly what the bowler is thinking. So you got to get in the back of the mind, what does the bowler is thinking right now? It's a short one. I'm going to go for it, just like that. Thank you very much.
Well, I reckon Tamim's bats might be a little bit heavier than Milan's.
Oh, it is, because I picked that one too.
Geez, I hope it's not a bad omen.
So far, it has not been. Look at that shot.
Yeah, it's right in his arc. Such a powerful cutter and puller is Tamim. And this is a very good start for Barishal, who, as we all can appreciate, cricket lovers, will want to get this totally as quick as possible.
And before I picked the bat up, I asked the player. I asked, okay, may I? Because there are, superstitions. There can be a bit sensitive. But they said, no, go ahead. So do I make myself clear now?
I hope so. Oh, that's clear. Short over the head. Ends with a bumper. 11 off the second. It's 21 without loss.
But the third and fourth, you lose, you go. And it's getting to the business end. Twenty-one and 2. Good looking shot straight to the field. It's so difficult, isn't it? I mean, as a bowler, Danny Morrison, when you're going in to defend a low total, what is at the back of your mind? What do you discuss in the dressing room? How do you motivate yourself to go, okay, let's see whether we can win this or not?
Well, I certainly think attacking, because you've simply got nothing to lose, given that you can only play spoilers. And you've got someone like the 𝗏𝗏. You really do try and nick him out, because he has that ability. Left arm over against the right hander, particularly go across and then swing it back in. At that magical length. There you go. Just like that, a little tickle. Not tonight. Oh, he has got it. Oh, it's all nothing happening out there. No real reaction from the bowler, the keeper, understandably. But, it is a wicket. There you go. Just like that, utter on cue.
And that's the reason why we feel that there should be fielders in the slip cordon. He has taken that catch nicely. He had to dive to his right. Pretty easy in the end. But had it gone a little bit wide, I would have gone to the boundary. So 𝗏𝗏 is the one who picks up the first wicket. Rida goes. He goes for 15. It's 21 for 1. Yeah, two elegant batters in the middle. Just wanted to go and whack it on the offside. A little bit too wide. He goes shimmy down the wicket. So you got to give credit to the bowler.
Just that into the wicket. Fuller length, and that's why we've been talking about slips. Having them in. 𝗃𝗂𝗽𝗄𝗃. Gloves on, 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗃. They had enough for keeping. Here is 𝗬𝗏. And I hope you haven't jinxed him. I hope you haven't jinxed him by playing with his bat tonight. He gets a few.
Relax, Danny. I'll have to wait and see whether it's off the bat or the pad. Looks like it's pads. Yes, leg byes for. There was good nick in the last match that he played. David Malan. 63 of 37 deliveries. $177 runs already in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League for him. Strike rate of 138 for Malan. Slip in place. Good to see a slip in place here. Oh, gorgeous. Stand and deliver. Beautiful shot.
Thread the needle, Mr. Malan. Yeah. Praise to you, David Malan. As easy as you like, because it's not a half volley. It's at all. That's a delight for any youngster to watch.
Yeah, pretty upright, wasn't he, when he played that shot? Look at that. Not even, and he knows that he trusts the bounce, and it goes through the shot on the offside. Lovely. Ball nicely coming onto the bat. Yes, in the evening, especially in the second innings, the ball seems to zip through because of the dew and also the conditions. It does come a little bit quicker, and the batters enjoy it.
Yeah, I concur with that. I was there with Shamim between matches, and I just went down and felt the outfield, the advertising is, and much to the delight of our director, that I got a dew count. And yeah, there was a bit about. It was quite moist. Factor gone a long way up. Big pitching wedge on the 8th green. Captain tidies up. It's a wicket and 10 from the 3rd. It's 31 for 1.
Another win here in the bag. Musaddiq Hussain, the right arm off spinner.
Time for spin tonight. Understandably so, as we saw in the earlier match 37, off spin in because of two left-handers out in the centre together. It's a good move. Oh, just pop a hand down to Shearer. Want to any grass stains there. It allows the rotation. It's time for David Malan. Both these lefties are looking superb touch. Lovely timing and feel for it early on in their innings so far.
Yeah, both the batters play such an important role for their team. The last time they batted was against Khulna. And these two added 91 of 57 deliveries for the second wicket. And when you see the top order doing that, it just eases the pressure on the rest of the batters. And that is cut all right from the off middle stump. Ooh.
Well, again, underlining confident 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗀 and what sort of form he's in. Too full for that, but such is his form. Oh. And again, yeah, again, that angle in from 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃. You got to be careful. Oh, yeah, grimaces there and thinks another night, faint nick to the keeper, or even a little chop onto the stumps. But the captain gets 4 for it.
Danny Morrison, no slip in place. Have a look at where it's gone. Right to the first. If there was a fielder in a slip, it would have gobbled that.
100%, and it's up to you, 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃, because you're the one with the ball in hand and you know what you're trying to do. Finishes it here with a dot. 6 off the 4:30, 7 for 1.
Ransford beaten. 45 wickets.
He's been around the scene a while. Seen a lot of him in the Caribbean. Let's see what he's got into the surface. At times, a bit deceptive in his pace because he's a tall fellow and a very high arm action. Some useful bounce from a length. It's all very taxing for the bowlers now that Barishal are out to 37 for 1 and we've only just started the 5th. They are taking a beating. The Capitals. Let's see what Milan's got. It's 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 out.
Yeah, too wide, gets the treatment. That's a loose now. He's not going to miss out.
Yeah, just wondering about that swashbuckling square drive or the uppercut, scything it over extra cover, that sort of stuff. Gets one in his area, too wide, too short. Look at that. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is out.
And that's why he uses those light bats.
That's why you told him to use the lighter one tonight.
That's why he says that if I can play shots or square the wicket on both sides, then I'm going to put the bowler in doubt. There you go, one more time. This time it's all the way. It also gives a positive, when you see this positive intent of even chasing a low total, that they're passing a strong message to the other opposition, because knowing that they could take time, knowing that they can take time and bat for a longer period of time and just take it easy. No, that's not the case. They've gone in with a very aggressive mindset. If there is a ball to be hit, I'm going to take him on. Doesn't matter. And when you do that, then the opposition is going to be watchful, because they know that Barishal is going to come very hard at you, no matter who you are.
Indeed. And what it does, it just flows in the right end of the tournament, towards the end of it, for the playoffs. Beaton decides to come around, and it's just straight in the arc of Milan. Hashtag love a light bat.
Yeah, brings up the 50. And you need to change your opinion about me picking up the bat. It's not a jinx.
No,
it's a good thing.
No, I'm not going to. Oh, Milan, he's in the form that they want. Barishal, it is. At the business end of the BPL, it really is. You can tell a guy's in nick when he hits it in front of square and it's on the up going over the boundary. Oh, are you kidding me? This is a bit of a session masterclass, isn't it? It's like he's facing the bowling machine in the nets going, I want it here, and then I want it there, and then I want a bouncer, and then I want one full outside off. 20 off 5.
That is really good cricket, isn't it? What a good cricketing shot this is. Off the back foot. He squared off the wicket again. Oh, that is beautiful batting. That is terrific batting. In control. Very elegant indeed. 20 already in this over, and he blocks it off. After the end of the 5th over, Fortune Barishal 57 for 1.
17 in 90 balls. What a whirlwind start to the innings it's been, and Barishal are peaking at just the right time. 𝗿𝗵𝗻𝗀 going at a rate of 245. 𝗂𝗵𝗻𝗀 has been there for 10 deliveries. What a shot. So beautifully timed by this man. And now just 13 required. How good a shot is this from 𝗂𝗵𝗻𝗀? This one, just a bit of extra bounce, holds in the surface, but they get the single because of the fumble. A look at 𝗂𝗵𝗻𝗀 in the last over. 𝗬𝗫𝗄 from the over. Played some fantastic strokes. The lengths were wrong all the way through. Way too short. And he wasn't letting these balls go away. And that one threaded so nicely through that backward point area on the offside. Danny Morrison, albeit for about 6 overs, we've been entertained.
Certainly have, Tino. Both these lefties are in some sort of form. Perfectly timed in a way for the business end. More of it. Mim trying to get out of the way. It's almost like he's carrying on with the throw, come firing in. So no extra run with an overthrow, but yeah, certainly on a roll here. Are those in red? Nice goggles, those, Tino. I could see you in them.
Can you?
I could if I was wearing them.
If I ever have to have one of those, I don't know if I'll have that thick frame, Danny.
You ever see a movie called Austin Powers?
Many, many years ago, yes. Has that got something to do with the gold member?
International man of mystery.
International chef, I think I'm becoming in the last couple of days.
Hence the call. Good stuff. It's a meal in a hurry. Bit of chicken, paratha bread, throw it all together. Hoover it back.
Absolutely. The good thing I didn't get an actual rating on that, Danny Morrison.
They're long enough. Super fan, gonna be energized. Very excited, very passionate here in this part of the world. The super fans enjoying midweek, a wicked Wednesday evening. One to go here for the power play to be done. Mim. More control. As easy as you like. Yes, comfy as you like too, because it's 69 for 1 after 6.
Left-arm spinner Nazmul Islam Oppu. Confirmation. Power play wrapped. Confirmed. Umpire Shoykot. It's got a deep square leg, deep mid-wicket and long on in place. What a shot. That looked so good. Outstanding. A proper cricketing shot. Just one run away from the victory now for 𝗏𝗺𝗫𝗀.
No prizes who they're supporting, Mazza. It's been an outstanding performance this evening from Fortune Barishal once again. They continue to dominate, chasing totals in this BPL. And they're on the verge of securing a top 2 finish, which means that they'll play in the first qualifier. 52 in 24 balls. Look at that. Going at a rate of knots.
That's it. Fortune Barishal go on to win this game by 9 wickets quite comprehensively in the end, and became the first team to confirm the spot for the qualifier 1 of this edition of BPL. And this win is also the biggest margin of victory in the history of BPL in terms of balls left. What a game for Fortune Barishal. Skipper 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 remain unbeaten on 21. Malan with that boundary reaches to 37 of just 16 balls. And the team and the coaching staff will be happy.
Yeah, they certainly will. They continue to put together convincing performances. And that was the final moment. David Malan, his 37 in just 16 balls. He's striking at 230 plus. And there's no better way to set yourselves up for the playoffs, in particular that first qualifier. They've had a hell lot of fun over the last 6 matches, these guys, supporting Fortune Barishal. They take this one convincingly by 9 wickets.
A star-studded lineup, making sure they play like stars. Why not skipper 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 leading from the front, but for Dhaka, it's a disappointing BPL edition for them. The likes of Liton Das, despite scoring a lot of runs, his team was not up to the mark. They couldn't play as a unit. Tanzit Tamim also batted well, however, it was not enough for them. Fortune Barishal, easy win for them by 9 wickets. Tamim remained unbeaten on 21 and Malan 37. 𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗀𝗃 missing out after scoring 15 of just 9 deliveries. With the ball, it was really difficult for Dhaka Capitals, apart from Mustafizur, who picked up a wicket. None of the bowlers were able to make an impact. It was never easy for Dhaka Capitals to defend such low total. Right, Shamim Chaudhary is down there with the Dhaka Capitals captain. The mouth. Dhaka Capitals skipper Thisara Pereira. It was a walk in the park for Fortune Barishal, with 𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗀𝗃 coming in with all guns blazing. 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 also played some gorgeous shot, but 𝗏𝗺𝗃𝗀𝗃 missing it out, trying to go hard at the bowler. But since then, it was David Malan. Played some glorious shots. 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 was fortunate at times, but Malan remained compact at the other end. Struck some lusty blows on the onside. That was a huge 6. And also on the off, so does 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 riding on top. Some deft touches as well. That was the shot of the day for me from the bat of David Malan to finish things off in favor of Fortune Barishal. Quick match summary. The lowest ever total in this edition of BPL posted by Dhaka, 73, and then in reply, easy chase of Fortune Barishal, winning it by 9 wickets. And with that win, Fortune Barishal secures the qualifier 1 spot. And they are now right at the top of the points table with 18 points. Rangpur Riders 16 in the second place. Chittagong and Khulna have got 2 matches left. So still the number 4 spot is up for the grab. Right, we'll take a short break and we'll come back with a post-match presentation.
বাংলাদেশ প্রিমিয়ার লিগ 2025 7টি দলের জমজমাট লড়াইয়ে মাতবে পুরো দেশ। দেখতে চোখ রাখুন টি স্পোর্টস নেটওয়ার্কে।
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃𝗶𝗴𝗲 app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃𝗶𝗴𝗲𝗂.𝑐𝑜𝑚.